Hello guys, so today we are going to implement this options menu in Android. So here is the sample which we are finally going to implement. So here is my options. So if I click on this, I will get this options is changed. If I select here, I just click on theme. So theme is clicked. If I click on settings, setting is clicked. And if I click on logout, so your application going to be stopped. Fine. So let's move to the code. So what we need to do, we need to do some things. So to create an option menu, we need to follow these three steps, these basic steps. The first of all, you need to create a menu. Then you need to load that menu so that it would be visible. And the third step is you can further add listener to handle events. Fine. So let's go and create first of all a menu. So to create a menu, just go to this resource, right click and new, and simply click on Android resource file. So here just specify your file name, that is, let's say my underscore menu, and make sure your resource type is menu. So this gonna create a menu folder and a new file, mymenu.xml. So by default you will be getting some code. So you are getting a menu tag over here, inside which you can add n number of items. Fine. So what to do now, we need to add some items over here. Let's add first item with the item tag, and this time this is user, or you can say profile as well, that's your choice. Then we need some ID as well. Let's assign it ID here. That is ID menu underscore user. And further, if you want title, we have already added. If you want some icon, let's try with the icon property. Yes, we have, and we don't have any icon in the project currently. So I have already downloaded some icons, so I just copy these icons and paste it into drawable folder. Just paste it here and simply select this drawable and OK. So simply refactor and you will be this over here. So we can use this images over here. So let's use, for user we have a user png, and item tag. Okay, so you can just copy this side by side. You are able to see the view as well, how it will look like. Okay, so paste it and paste it. So we will be taking four options: user, and then let's say theme, and just change this theme and change this title as well to theme, and go down, simply change this icon from user to settings, change this title to settings, and change this ID as well. Go down and simply change this user icon to logout. Is there? Yes. So let's change this logout and change this as well, logout. So we missed here, that's fine. So this is fine. So for the time being, your icons are not visible over here. If you want to display your icons as well, you need to implement your own toolbar. Fine. So for the time being, we are not going to implement your own toolbar. So we are going simply. But even if you want to display icon on your toolbar, then you can use some options. The option is show as action, and just say always. This gonna display that icon always in your toolbar. Fine. So same way, if you want, you can try the rest of these. So my first step is over, that is, I have created my menu. Now you need to load this menu. To load this menu, so they have already given you one method. If you simply remember the name of the method to be overridden, then you can type it like on create options menu. Okay, so if you are not able to remember the exact name, simply press Ctrl O in Windows and Command O in Mac. So here you can start typing on create options So you will be able to see the exact method. Fine. So okay, and that's same. Now here what you need to do, you don't need to do this super kind of thing. So simply the return type of this method is true or false, that is boolean. Fine. So we are going to return true since we are going to do what? We are going to provide implementation. So let's give it true, and but you cannot directly do that. So what we need to do, first of all, you need to modify your menu. To modify your menu, you need a menu inflator. So let's get that menu inflator. From where you will get, there is a method get menu inflator. So this method gonna do what? It can inflate the menu. Okay, so here inflating means displaying for simplicity. Fine. So we have to inflate the menu. Simply do what? Menu inflator dot inflate. Okay, so this method gonna take two arguments. I can show you a signature, that is integer id of the menu resource and the menu. So menu we are already getting over here, and the resource we need to provide as we have created, that is r dot menu dot my menu, and the menu is already there. That's all you need to do. So if I run this thing, I will be able to see the menu. It is installing, and then Gradle is done, launching, and here you go. So if I click on this, nothing happens. If I click on this, nothing happens. Why? Because we have not handled this events. Fine. So we have implemented the design part, and if you want to handle the event as well, there is a method that you need to override. Again, I will go for Control O. That will show me the list of methods I can override. So the method I need to override is on options menu item selected. So hit enter and you got this. Okay, so this method you need to implement. So again, the return type is boolean, so we should return true in case it is implemented, otherwise you can simply return the default value. Okay, so what we can do is from this item you can get the detail which item has been clicked. Okay, so what we can check whether this item is what? The ID of this particular menu, or this menu item, or this menu item, or this menu item. Accordingly we will display the message. So you can do anything else as well if you want. So here we are just displaying the message. So we are going to get some ID here. Int ID is equal to, from item you can get the item ID, get item ID. Okay, so this ID you can check. So it's better to use switch if you have multiple things to compare. So let's use this ID and simply say case, if the case is r.id.menu user, that means simply say, so you need to change the text. So let's quickly go to design and try to refer this. So I just create a private variable over here, private text view, and this one. So we need to initialize it as well. Let's use this is equal to find view by id, that is r.id.this. Done. So now everything is fine, you can assess it over here. So if the id is user, so simply say set text is you clicked user. Okay, that's fine, and we can return. So return true because we have overridden, so return true. So we don't need break here since we are using return. So same way I just copy this case and try to add the rest of the cases as well. So we have user, and then we have theme, and you clicked theme, and then we have settings, and you clicked settings, and for last one, that is logout. So we don't need to display anything, we just want to exit. So simply finish this activity, that's all. And we can add this super line into default case. If nothing of this happens, then do what? Then do what? Let me simply write default, then just do this thing. Fine, that's all. So now it should work perfectly. Let's save this and run this. So go back, and if I click here, you can see you clicked user. If I click on this theme, user setting, and if I click on logout, your app is closed. So that's all. If you need code, you can find link in the description. That's all.